Right, battery testing using a electronic battery analyzer or electronic battery tester. We have a laminated copy of the instruction manual. It is also available in your classroom resources. It gives you a nice description of the battery analyzer and its components. Obviously it has a printer on this battery analyzer. The printer is so you can print out the results to give to a customer. Your battery analyzer will likely not have any printer paper in it, as it's not necessary. You can write down your instructions to record them or photograph them with your phone. Obviously 3 is the LCD screen that's going to display all the measurements and readings. We have a back and a forward button and an enter or menu button. We also have leads which go to the battery that's to be tested. This will test 12 and 24 volt charging systems or 6 and 12 volt battery systems. What we got is a suggested operating range is between 0 and 50 degrees, so ambient temperature. Right, preparing to test. Make sure the area around the battery is well ventilated. We don't want any excessive build-up of gas, so if our battery has been charging or is still in the vehicle, we want to ensure that there is a good airflow around to remove any build-up of gas around the battery. Worst case scenario, you can grab an air duster and just blow across the top of the battery to remove any gas build-up. We need to ensure that our battery terminals are clean, so cleaning the battery terminals before testing is a great idea, using your wire brush battery cleaner. Inspect the battery for any cracks in the cases, any leaks, anything like that may cause electrolyte to leak from the battery. That would indicate that the battery is physically damaged and should be replaced. The battery should be completely sound physically. If acid or electrolyte is leaching from the battery, it is damaged and does require replacement. If you need to remove the battery from the vehicle to test it, make sure that you remove the negative first and then the positive, and obviously make sure the keys are off and removed from the vehicle. Alright, so we remove our electronic battery analyzer from the case. If the battery is still within the vehicle, ensure that the ignition is turned off, the key is removed from the ignition, all the doors on the vehicle are closed. Ensure that the battery within the battery analyzer is charged. You'll know that reasonably quickly when you plug it in and it tells you that the battery is faulty or flat. It will say replace internal battery or low battery. Yeah, right. I'm going to take our battery tester, our battery terminal all clamps, and we're going to clip the positive red terminal onto the positive battery terminal. If you can't see the markings on the battery, you can determine the positive is the larger of the two lead posts. We're then going to take our negative terminal and clamp it to our negative post. We can see, looking at our LCD screen, that our battery voltage is 13.09 volts, so that's a nice stable fully charged voltage. If the battery voltage is below 12.8 volts, we would require charging the battery. So press enter to move forward into the menu. We see that regular liquid is selected. This is a regular lead acid battery, so that is the correct battery type. Pressing one of the arrows goes through to absorbed glass matte flat plate, absorbed glass matte spiral, VRLA gel, and then back to regular liquid. So this is a liquid a liquid acid battery. So this is the type of battery type we need. Just enter. Now we're going to choose the battery rating. On our battery, we should have a sticker with a rating. If for whatever reason you don't have a sticker with a rating, you should be able to safely assume that the battery is correct for the vehicle. So looking up the vehicle specification will give you the rating for that battery. That's really the only way you could determine the rating for the battery if there's no markings or if the markings have been removed. So the SAE rating is equivalent to the CCA, the cold cranking amps rating. So we're going to press enter. This battery is rated at 500 cold cranking amps, so we're going to reduce the capacity down to 500, and then we're going to press enter. Stating that there is a surface charge on this battery. So our battery voltage at rest was 13.09 volts, which is higher than the charged battery amount, which should be 12.8 volts. So there is surface charge. It's asking you if the battery is in the vehicle. This battery is not in the vehicle. If it was and you selected yes, it will tell you to turn the headlights on to remove some of that surface charge. Because it is not, we're going to select no, and it's going to try add that into its calculations. We'll say testing when it's testing, and then it will come back and give you a result. It's telling me that the battery is good and that it passes. So the cold cranking amp or the SAE rating has come back at 532 at 13 volts. So we can safely assume that it's giving us a slightly higher than stated output because there is surface charge on the battery, because this is quite a new battery and it has been fully charged recently. In this menu, we can now scroll across and get the state of health of the battery. So the state of health rates at 532 SAE, and it is 100% healthy. The state of charge is 13.05 volts, which is 100% charged. And then scrolling again will bring us back to the final result. Pressing enter from here would give us the option to print the results, but we're not going to do that because we do not have print paper. Remove the clamps and nicely put the battery analyzer back in its home. Close the lid, clamp the clamps, and return it to where you got it from, which should be the correct position for it. Obviously, testing a known good battery is a bit of a cheat because we know it's a good battery, so it's going to give us a good result. There are many other results that could pop up on our battery tester. In the instruction manual, we have a list of results you could get. Obviously, good and pass states that the battery is good and is capable of holding a charge. Good and recharge means the battery is good, but the voltage is low, so it needs to be recharged. Recharge and retest means that the battery is flat and that the tester cannot correctly determine its condition. So recharge it, retest it. Bad and replace. This is pretty obvious. The battery is below its recommended output and should be replaced. Bad cell and replace. Bad cell states that at least one of the cells in the battery is faulty. It determines that by knowing that at least 2 volts or 2.2 volts is missing from this battery, so our battery voltage may be below 10 volts, which means that one of the cells is bad. Load error. Load error states that the battery being tested is too big, or that the clamps are not connected properly, giving us an incorrect load rating.